Hey everybody, I'm really bored. How bored do you have to be to, instead of updating your Facebook status, recording a video of you updating your Facebook stat? I don't know. I'm pretty freaking bored. I felt like doing this because I don't even know, okay? You watch a lot of YouTubers and you're like, I want to be like them. And some of my friends are like, you could do that. And I'm like, alright, maybe. So I guess I'm doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not good enough. I just kind of wanted to, like, say what's going on because I looked at my Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the monitor. I have not done anything on my thing. Okay, since July 28th. July 28. That's a long time. So how about I do this? Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Basically, I'm 15. I'm a junior. I'm making this point now, okay? Because some people don't believe me or know this. Okay, 15, I'm a junior, but at the same time, I was supposed to be a freshman because they put me 2 grades up. They boosted me up 2 grades, and then after that, they decided they wanted to put me in advanced math and advanced science. So I didn't take any pre-classes. I'm in pre-calculus. I'm supposed to be a freshman. That's how it works, apparently. Health is easy. That's good news. Health is really so easy. I mean, okay, I'm gonna give you a story problem. Here we go, okay? Here it goes. Emily is babysitting Bo. Bo loses his truck. Emily asks Bo, "Where is your truck?" They find his truck. What communication skills did Emily use? Stupid. It's not stupid, but it's like, I guess if you are like an insane person and you have a lack of empathy, there's creepypasta for that, then it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You need to learn this stuff. Otherwise you're gonna grow up being a serial killer, and we wouldn't want that. Okay. I live by, do you know where Heritage Park is? Because Heritage Park, it's pool, baseball diamonds, middle school, high school, and then my house is like, some people play Sandy Koufax baseball and high school baseball. They literally, when they're up to bat, they stare at my street. Sometimes during the baseball season, they watch me walk out because I work at the baseball diamonds there. I play Xbox. I got 20,000 gamer score. I play well enough that I could earn money for it. I mean, how much do you have to play a game to be good enough to earn money for it? Let's just say it like that. Play games that are like Call of Duty, stuff like that. I got Destiny, which is it's a good game. It's a good game. There's a game called Borderlands, and if you ever played Borderlands or Borderlands 2, it's identical. It's freaking exactly the same game, except you're playing in the future where there's a bunch of space robots, and it's really cool. It's a good game. Good game. GameStop is right next to Buffalo Wild Wings. Right, it's the store next to it. The line basically went from GameStop, where no one was inside, just one person at a time going in, because that's how they called the numbers or whatever, to all the way back to Maurice's. If you know where that is, that's like half that entire chain of stores, which is ridiculous. I never thought that many people would get this game, because I was like asking people, hey, who's gonna get Destiny? Hey, who's gonna do it? And Tuesday at midnight, I'm up in the middle of the night, driving to GameStop, and I get to GameStop, me and my dad are sitting in the car like, okay, how we get out of the car. When you pre-order a game, what they do is they tell you this. I hadn't done it before, so this is the steps they tell you. You walk in at 6 o'clock and they give you a number if you have your receipt, because you pre-ordered the game. Then, after you have your receipt, they give you that group number, you wait in line. I don't know. The point is, at I think 10 they start calling your group number so that you can get in the line correctly or something like that. Then after that, they're gonna start dealing them out at midnight like crazy. That's what it sounded like when you said it. Now, because this is how it sounded like. Getting there at midnight was fun, because me and my dad went to McDonald's because we were like, what are we gonna do for like 2 hours? Not 2 hours. What are we gonna do for like an hour? We get outside of the store, and I'm watching a line go in. A person went every 5 seconds. So I actually was the last person in Coldwater to get it, because I was the last person in the line. So I walk in, and there's like 2 people. I think there's 2 people. There's a person at the register on the right, and there's a person at the register on the left, and then there was a person behind that person, and then there was me, okay? And the whole staff's there. All of GameStop staff was working, and the guy calls me over to the right, and and I'm sitting there, and the whole time the Destiny music is playing, and the game, I feel like, this is my destiny. They make you feel like it's your destiny to pre-order this game. I got the game. I walked out of that store, and I could tell, I was like, see you guys, and they were like, see ya, and I was like, the biggest game of the freaking year just got released, and I just got it on the night it came out, an hour after its release, and I don't get to play it until the next day. It's gonna take a while, because 5 gigs to install, and it tells you how long it's got, but I was watching those screenshots, and I was like, I was sitting there like so mad. I was like, I wanted to see this game. I want to play it so bad. When it finally finished installing, it was morning. So I woke up and just sat right out of bed, and I went to go down. Nope, it was 7:30. And the time it takes from about, well, it wasn't 7:30, it was more like 7:20. So at 7:20 to 7:40, I managed to do the following things: take a shower, brush my teeth. I don't eat breakfast, so I didn't eat anything. Point is, I didn't get to play Destiny until I got freaking back on Wednesday night. I get it. Guess what? None of my friends got it. So I'm playing the best game of the year. None of my friends have it, and I feel alone. Basically, the other thing is, there's some other stuff. I suffered from I don't know if it's really PTSD, if that's what you want to call it, post-traumatic stress syndrome, but it felt like, from the symptoms that you can Google, I had a lot of them. Doesn't matter what happened, but I went through a lot of depression stuff. It was not even for something that impressive. I didn't think I was going to be able to get, I guess you could say this, how do I say this? I didn't think I was going to be able to get a girlfriend after what happened. And if you don't know what happened, if you ask me, I guess I'll tell you. I won't tell you who, but basically, I don't know. If you want to think about it like this, let's just say that my experience with girls has been, like, sad. Just because of the way that I just have not been, like, right. I've been learning how to freaking do it. Not like that, stop it! Like, what you're supposed to do, I guess, if that's what you want to freaking call it. And, I took 2 people to do that. And I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna embarrass them. But I could, you know what? I could probably go to school tomorrow, and they could have been like, "You should have said. You should have just told everybody because it's okay." I'm not gonna do that. I'm not mean. There's nothing I'm gonna do. You wanna know? Yeah, ask me. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I'm in band. I have a silver baritone. If you don't know me, I don't know you. Hopefully we're gonna get a solo or a solo in 500 miles. We're playing a bunch of 80s songs, basically. And we haven't performed yet, so you guys haven't been able to see or hear what we've done. You saw the first song, okay? That's nothing. That's never anything. The opening song is it's just snoping. It's like a frosting on the cake. You haven't had a bite of the chocolate vanilla frosting mint chocolate chip delicious gooey awesomeness of the rest of the band. And that's coming soon. I was going to go up to a girl, okay? And I was going to say to them, "Hey, I kind of like you." I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna ask her out. Okay, I was just gonna kind of mention it. All right, I'm like that kind of a person. So let's just say that after the 2 people that I've dated, I knew that I was like, I'm gonna take everything really slowly and seriously, and not say anything that I don't mean, because I've done that before and regretted it. There's been tears, not just them, but mine too. I basically ended up not saying that to her because she was in a group with her friends, and I ended up joining that group because they're freshmen and I'm a junior, and I was gonna kind of tell them what the game was like, because this is on Friday. We're getting our pictures, and this is the day the game got canceled. We're all in band, and it's about like 4:30ish or something like that, maybe 5. I don't remember. I don't actually remember. We're all getting our pictures taken. We're in the new gym. That stand guy is taking pictures of people, kind of standing in like a general line or something, and I'm standing next to someone on my left, and I didn't know her, but I'd seen her, and I didn't see her, but I was seeing her, and I was like, "You look a little cuter." What ended up happening is I managed to go from the first person to the second person. You'll find out who that second person is. Later, on our way back from the marching band room, I had been like talking to her about like band stuff. I was like, "I kind of like you." There was a bunch of other weird things that happened that night, but I kind of had to do some like veering away of getting people to not hear me because I don't want to say, "Hey, I like you!" See how terrifying that is? Because suddenly, it's just like a jump scare. I told her I liked her, and then she was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I kind of like you too." And I was like, I'm going to explain something to you, okay? I dated 2 girls. One liked me, but I didn't like her as much. The other I liked, but didn't like me as much. Both of them were from peer pressure. Not necessarily a lot, but it was under my pressure being like, "Hey, should I say yes? Should I do that?" I can't explain why, but it's just something like that. This is the first time I actually saw someone that liked me that I liked. And, like, a light bulb went off in my head. And I thought, you know what? I was like, I would date her. And she was a freshman, and I didn't even know her name. And I was like, okay. And at some point, I heard her name mentioned by, I think, Mrs. Jewel. I don't remember. Basically, I don't remember even when it happened. Well, what I do remember is this. If you go on someone's Facebook page, I don't know if it's still Casey Light, you're gonna see a really strange band picture of all of us in our red band shirts, and Casey laying on top of me. Shut up, shut up, shut up. We're all just in this giant group of whatever you want to call it, Meatloaf. That was the band Meatloaf we had there. We sat there since about like 7. It was like 9 when we left. Like 9 o'clock or something. So we sat there forever. We were all just taking random selfies and stuff. I think like Casey took like 8. I said I wouldn't say name. I told this person I liked her. And at some point, Mrs. Jewel was like, Alicia, come here for a minute. And then she starts moving. And I'm like, so your name's Alicia? Okay. Then later, when she's leaving, and I'm leaving, and we're all leaving, and I'm thinking, get on Facebook and text her. Get on Facebook and text her. I'm typing into Facebook, Elise, I'm trying to spell it right, and I'm like, Elise Van Warmer. And I get a picture, and I'm like, is that her? Is that her? And I click it, and I'm like, I'm gonna describe this to you. When you're in band, you don't look your best. Not when you're ready to get put in uniforms. When you're in your uniforms, or you're about to, you're wearing short shorts. I think the girls sometimes even wear like stuff that's so short, it's like my computer screen is a 20-inch computer screen. So in reality, it's huge. There are shorts that are shorter than that going all over the place. But you know what? That's fair. Because when you're in a uniform for like 4 hours, and it's really hot, and you want to kill yourself because it's so freaking hot, or it's so cold, you want to wear really short stuff. So, guys like wear stuff that you would go exercising in, run on a treadmill, something stupid like that. I look on Facebook, and I see her profile pic, and I about puked my brains out. I'm like, ooh, I like her. That's what I did. That's what my brain said. So, and then I'm gonna tell you something. Walking a Facebook page is creepy, okay? Scrolling down on a Facebook page to see, hey, okay, I didn't scroll down frickin' 3,000 miles. I scrolled down like 2 pages. Like, that was it. Just like, oh, hey, I wonder what's going on. And like, I mean, it's Facebook, okay? It's not like you can't do that. That's like saying I followed someone on Twitter and you're like, oh, I'm stalking them because they told me they're going to be at the gym in 2 hours. Yeah, that's not really stalking them. That's being completely honest, because if they're telling you they're going to be in the gym in 2 hours and they're in the gym in 2 hours and you meet them there, that's not stalking them. That's being perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. So I get on Facebook, I get to text, I'm texting her and I'm talking to her and stuff like that, and I find out that I have a lot in common with her too. And I'm like, this is neat. And I'm sitting there kind of like, hey, I found someone who likes me that I like, that has some stuff in common with me. I think that's right. I think that's how it's supposed to work. And it was her birthday yesterday. This all happened last week on Friday, except Destiny, that happened recently. So, at this point, if you come up to me and, like, ask me who it is, I'm going to laugh in your face, because I just told you. If you can't go back in time to whenever the freaking video is, well, guess what? There's nothing you can do about it, because you can't touch your little slider thing and go BOOM! So basically, I try to hang out with her at lunch and stuff like that. She's really quiet, too. So, we're both, like, hanging out and stuff like that, but we only, like, talk to each other when we're, like, right next to each other. It's, like, not a lot of people that can kind of hear us, because when we're at lunch, we end up always sitting on the other side of the table, and you're probably saying, ooh, Eric, you should try and sit next to her. You'd be surprised how hard that is with people like Jeff Melms all over the place, and all these people that are going all over and they're like, yeah, and so you'd be shocked. And sometimes, I mean, when you're gonna date somebody, there's stuff that you say to them like, oh, you're really cute. You don't say, oh, you're really cute, from across the table, because it's really strange, and everyone will laugh at you. And if they don't laugh at you, then you don't go to Coldwater Schools, you go to Quincy. Okay. Emily gives Bo his no, what is it? And the safety dance. We're doing the safety dance. You remember that thing? It's just like That's not good. Both of them ended badly. because we didn't both like each other. And no. A nuclear bomb exploded everywhere in here, and I was like, what's going on? Spoiler alert!